Yeah, I'm Enni Ojutkangas. I'm an actress from Finland and I act in this Bunny the Killer Thing film.
And I'm Joonas Makkonen, director of Bunny the Killer Thing. So I'm here in Fantasia to represent the film.
And how did the project come along?
Yeah, I think people really enjoyed the screening. I was there and they were laughing at the right times and so on, and it was sold out, so I think it was very nice. Yeah.
How did you come up with the idea for this killer rabbit with a huge penis?
Well, it was a time when I was developing a new project and I wanted to make something very crazy after a few drama film student films. I didn't find they are my cup of tea, so I really wanted to make something different and started to combine my old ideas and make some new ones and eventually find out this kind of idea of this bunny creature.
And how did you get involved in the movie as an actress?
Yeah, well, me and Joonas, we have done many short films together before that. And then he just asked me if I want to be in this quite extraordinary film, and I said, well, definitely.
So I brought a role for her from the film.
And how has been the reception for the movie aside from here? Are people like into it, or are they kind of like shocked and kind of not really liking it?
I think mostly they have liked it. Like the people who come to talk to me, they say they like me. They say they like the film. But I have read like also bad reviews and stuff. So maybe obviously everyone doesn't like it, but they don't come to talk about that for me.
Yeah, it's really about the some people really like it and some people really hate it. It's like the
Extremes.
Yeah, extremes.
It looks
exactly.
like.
Yeah.
And I suppose that in the United States, forget about it. It's going to shock people too much with the whole thing. Or is it just going to pass?
Well, I don't know. I'm waiting if there's any good news from USA, from our sales agent. Well, it's going to one place already in USA quite soon, so I don't know what happens after it in the States. We'll see.
I don't think it's going to be sold at Walmart.
Yeah, probably not.
Unless it's censored.
Yeah.
Well, the movie is mostly in Finnish, but there are parts in English. Is there a reason why it's switching back and forth, aside from the fact that some characters are actually English speakers?
Well, that's the reason, because there's English-speaking characters, like five in the film. So that was the excuse that people actually need to talk in English a lot in the film. I think there's actually more English than Finnish in the film.
60-70%.
Yeah, maybe like that.
Yeah, here we're not used to the culture of what's in Finland, and it's just weird to see policemen looking like heavy metal fans with a like a big hat on their head, but like a mix of heavy metal fans and Russians.
Yeah.
After the movie here at Fantasia, did people start just screaming along like "pussy," just like that as a joke after seeing the movie?
So it happens again. It was already what happened in one festival before. So I think it's quite touching dialogue.
What was the hardest part about filming regarding the bunny killer? Because the actor had to be like comfortable with doing this and being so outrageous. Like, was it very difficult to get the actor at ease playing the rabbit?
Well, it took maybe 10 minutes to put the suit on with one or two assistants. And the Matti, who was acting Bunny, he needed to make sure he went to the toilet before putting it on. And he had a pipe with his water bottle, so he can actually drink something at the breaks. And he spent a lot of time outside, even if we had the internal suitings, just to not feel so hot all the time, because the suit was very hot.
Was it actually filmed in the winter?
Yes.
It was. So when the actors are outside wearing like underwear, that's
Yeah, exactly.
in the winter.
And it was the coldest. It was like 35 Celsius minus. So it was January and February in Finland, in North Finland.
Yeah, so I had limited takes in certain shots because of the coldness.
Hot coffee and blankets waiting right after the take.
We actually had sometimes sauna on, so actors could, in the break, go straight to the sauna in the very
between
hot,
the takes.
hot temperature.
Yeah.
What system is there in Finland to subsidize a movie? Here we have the government that has organizations for that. Is there something like that in Finland?
Yeah, we have a few. We have the Finnish Film Foundation and a couple of like another which are cooperating with Finnish Film Foundation more or less. Bunny was independent film, and we actually are kind of building a system with what you can make also independent films in Finland, because there's no really indie culture in filmmaking in Finland, not much nowadays. So we try to find a solution to make also different kind of films what are not so easy for organizations like Finnish Film Foundation, but what are films what should be done, because they are too good to not done them.
The whole sexual part of the movie, is it like kind of the satire of social taboos, or is it like just making fun of cliches in movies, like in horror movies pretty much?
It's a little bit the both, because when I first made the short film like a few years, like in 2011, Bunny the Killer short film. So when I started to make this screenplay for a longer one, it was obvious I need more than just Bunny. I need more characters who had their own hats in the film. So I decided to have a very sexual theme on there. So almost all of the characters are more or less having a lot of something sexual going on in them. So that was like, I wanted to make it like over sexual all over, so it actually goes then more comedic, even though there's a few more heavy moments what are obviously not like comedic moments of the film, but I really wanted to make it over the top in that part of the film also, like that's too sexual to take it seriously.
Aside from being an actress, you're also a screenwriter. Story writer or screenwriter. Well, according to IMDb, that's what IMDb gives you some story credits.
Yes.
I've been.
Yeah, you helped develop a few, so yeah.
We have done a lot of these
credit.
short films. I've been developing the story in it. Yes. Yeah.
So, what's your next project for that, for story-wise?
To write or to be acting in.
Well, both actually.
Well, yeah, I have this one indie feature film coming in the autumn. Yeah, for first, I guess.
And you are negotiating a few things outside of Finland?
Yes.
Do you intend to start directing as well eventually?
I would like to do that sometime too. Yeah. Yeah. But acting is the first right now, and has been always.
And how about you? What is your next project?
I'm writing my next feature film. It's a dark comedy, thriller horror. It's very different comparing Bunny. It's not so over the top, and it has some supernatural elements, but it's more realistic. So if Bunny is like here in the line, that the another one is here. It's a genre film, but very different.
Yeah, in the movie we see a lot of drinking alcohol. Have you visited some of the bars here to compare what we have?
Yeah, I have tried to visit a few. Yeah.
We do have vodka in Quebec.
What?
Vodka made in Quebec.
Oh, I haven't tried it.
Yeah, it exists. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And I wish a lot of success, continuing success for Bunny the Killer thing, and for any upcoming projects.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.